In today's video, I want to take you on a full tour of my mobile detail setup. Again, I've been a professional detailer for about 20 years now, and still, although I have my shop set up and everything else, a lot of my business is still done mobile because my customers have known me that way, so they still continually want me to come to them. I do ceramic coatings and all that kind of stuff out of my shop, but all my maintenance goes to the client's work or home. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now to start off, what is this? It is a 2007 Toyota Tundra. It currently has over 330,000 miles on it. It's not as glitzy and glamorous as some of the amazing detail vans that are out there, and those are absolutely incredible, but this thing gets the job done. It works super efficiently for me, and it's an absolute moneymaker. So we're actually gonna start off at the back of the truck here because this is the prettiest portion of the whole thing. I actually just redid this to make it even more efficient for me. I put hose reels in and all that kind of good stuff. So let me go ahead and get on my phone and I'll show you guys exactly what I have going on. So here is my setup, guys. Really, really simple. Again, I just redid this inner section here and put the products on the door. Really, total cost for that was probably 300 bucks maybe, and it makes all the difference in the world. So as you can see, I've got two towels hanging up here. This is my new QUIVR Nazare towel, huge construction, 80 inches by 40 inches. And then this is my QUIVR Not a Beach towel. You can see the difference is this is a micro twist loop, if this will focus for you. And this is your more traditional style twist loop. That's where I get the bulk of water off, and that's where I go and fine tune. I like the micro twist loop because it doesn't catch on emblems. All right, these are drying off because I did a vehicle this morning. I'll show you some video of it here, but it was actually prepping a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, brand new Rolls-Royce Cullinan black badge for a ceramic coating. So I'll be back tomorrow to finish that one up. But here we are at the back business end of the truck. I still want to, I'm gonna color this, I'm gonna black that out so it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb, but that just locks in my power station. So this is the Oupes Mega 3. Absolutely fantastic power station. You can turn it on. I'm currently at 49%, 28 hours of runtime, no output currently. So depending on what you plug into this, all this stuff adjusts immediately, which is really, really cool. You turn the AC on by pushing that button. There's a charge port on that side, and I have the cable coming out here. So I can just, when I'm done working, I can just plug that in and I'm good to go. It'll start charging up again. Let me go ahead and power this off. So there we go. Now I have 3 hose reels in this setup. So I have my air hose reel, okay? And it's all on retractable hose reels. Let me go ahead and pull this, get it to retract back in. Okay, I have the for real tip on this thing on the Tundra Mini, I believe, but with the for real tip. Fantastic tool. If you have vehicles with hair, pet hair, that thing's invaluable. Next up, we have the pressure washer hose reel. And this thing's fantastic. Again, I have it installed on a retractable hose reel. This is my QUIVR Flex hose, the 5/16 variant, as well as my QUIVR gun. Really, really great setup here. Get this to retract back in. I also have my foam cannon set up right next to it. Just a little foam cannon mount, so it stays right there with it. Additionally, I have my power cord. This is just a 30-footer. On a retractable hose again, or on a retractable reel, but you have 3 outlets on the end, and it keeps everything nice and clean and simple. Again, having things on reels like that makes it super fast and efficient for me to keep going and getting the job done. Now behind the wall, I have a 90-gallon water tank. We'll talk about where I fill that up in a second because obviously I don't have any access to it from here. I also have my pressure washer, which currently in this setup, I am running a Big Boy Washer Pro 20. I have my QUIVR pressure washer right here that's still naked and still in the process, but obviously once that's done, that'll be going in. And as far as my air compressor goes, I am running it's the Husky 4.5 gallon, I believe. It's not the quietest air compressor in the world, but it puts out a lot of CFM, and that's what you need when you're running tools like the Tornador or the Frill setup. So that's why I run it that way. Now this little space here, guys, is open right now, but that's where I put my blower. I just let that sit right in there. As far as my vacuum setup goes, I have it just sitting right here and my hose behind that. Now you may be asking, why did I not go with a hose reel, vacuum hose reel setup? Multiple reasons, to be perfectly honest. One was space. I'm limited on space because this topper has cabinets on the side, so I'm limited on how much space I can run. But another reason is when I initially started detailing, I had a trailer set up that had a long hose and all that kind of good stuff. Same thing here in my shop. I have a vacuum aid set up here. And every once in a while, you'll suck something up and it'll clog the hose, and it's an absolute nightmare to try and get it out. It's really annoying in my personal opinion. So instead of running a long hose to it, to the car from here, I prefer just to pull that thing out and run my extension cord to the car, and then I can work like normal. Because then we're just utilizing the hose accessory kits. They're like 6 feet long. It's not a big deal if it gets clogged up. You can clear that out really easily and really accessible. Again, with the way this is set up, if I got a clog, I didn't want to have to disassemble everything to try and get in there. And guys, I'll go ahead and put links for all the stuff that I'm using here also in the description, so you guys can get that stuff if you need to. Over on this side, I just have my wash bucket with the dirt catcher in it. I have a DIY Detail Quadrant clay towel here. Let me go ahead and show you. So there you go there. Now, if I'm using a synthetic clay, this is typically the one I'm going with. The synthetic materials on it are just super soft, really nice. I like that it's easy to fold, and then you still get the cushion while you're using it. So that is my preferred method there. Typically though, if I'm not running that, then I am running, and we'll go on to this side real quick, some clay, some traditional style clay. So I still love that stuff. Now back over here, we do have a couple of things here. We have a barrel blade, and then we have the auto fiber wheel paw as well. These things are great. As you can see, it's like a 3-finger deal, but 2 fingers go in there, 2 in there, and then 1 on there. You can get into the surface of the wheel really, really well. All the spokes, you can grip them and get everything all cleaned up. So love both those tools. Additionally, guys, up here, I have my little neck mount. This thing's so cool. So my phone, which I'm filming on right now, actually magnetizes right here. And you just wear it around your neck, and as you're working, it keeps the phone held here, and you can get some really cool content that way. So I love that thing. And then finally, on this side, I have these little magnet hooks, and this is where I will hang customer keys as I'm working on their vehicle, so I know exactly where they are at all times. That was something that I learned right off the bat when I first started detailing, is have a dedicated spot for your customer's keys so that you don't accidentally have it in your pocket. Say you're working inside the car, say it falls out, you close the door, it automatically locks itself. You don't want, now, that shows how long I've been doing this, I guess. Today, with proximity censored, keys, we don't have that issue, but back in the day we did. So I've kept that with me. I always store the keys up there. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the display of products. Again, I have a brand called QUIVR. It's products that I use every day in my detail business, stuff that I make specifically for my needs that I think translate to most people across the country. I need stuff that works in direct sunlight. Because I'm mobile, I'm not always working in the best situation. So I'll go ahead and walk you through the products really, really quickly. First up, we got QUIVR Rogue. This is my pH neutral foaming soap. Insane product. The dual surfactant technology in this, super slick to the hand. Tons of foaming ability, even with, even honestly, you can go down to 1/2 ounce and still get really good foam in the QUIVR foam cannon. So that's fantastic product. Impact Foam Alkaline Wash. Now this is a low alkaline, high pH soap. So yes, it is alkaline, meaning it's higher on the pH scale, but many times when we talk about high or alkaline washes, we're talking like in that 12 pH range. This is only sitting at about a 9, 9.5. So for my purposes, again, working in direct sunlight, working on cars that have been ceramic coated, I wanted something that was safe for everything and still does a good job of breaking down and kind of cutting through the dirtier vehicle. So that is where Impact Foam comes in. Now next up we have Pineapple. Now this is just a spare bottle, and then this one is diluted at 10:1. This stuff is amazing for many, many different things. I use it for engine cleaning, I use it for interiors, I use it for pre-treating surfaces on the exterior. Really fantastic product at different dilutions. Anywhere from like 5:1 to 25:1 is typically where I sit. I have one here, 10:1, I use all the time, so I have it sitting there waiting for me. Next up, probably one of my favorite products ever. This is Hot Coat. It's a ceramic detail spray. This stuff is insanely easy to use. You can apply it wet, you can apply it dry. I typically apply it dry, to be perfectly honest, just as a quick detailer, and that is still living behind a ton of protection. The water behavior, the hydrophobics of this product, phenomenal. Super easy to apply, again, even in direct sunlight. It's almost like the less you use, the better, and you don't get any streaking or anything like that. If you haven't tried this, definitely try it out, but try out the whole line. All right, now we'll come down to the next line. Actually, you can see I have another Hot Coat here because I use it so much. But then we have Brake Wheel and Tire Cleaner. This is a high pH alkaline wheel and tire cleaner. fantastic product here. Typically I use it 4:1 as my dilution ratio. It is a very, very heavy hitter when it comes to wheel and tire cleaning. So just make sure to dilute according to the directions, but fantastic, fantastic product. Again, when you dilute 4:1, it actually becomes like a super, super cost-effective wheel and tire cleaner. Abyss, I have 2 of them here. Abyss is my tire and trim cleaner. Again, I wanted a product that would go onto the tire really easily, darken it. That's why I call it Abyss, like a really dark cavern in the ocean, the deepest spots of the ocean. So I wanted to call it Abyss to replicate that. But fantastic on tires, trim, and then you can dilute it down and use it on interiors as well. I typically go either 1:1 or straight for my exterior surfaces, so that's why I have both of those there. And then last but not least, we have Indo Rinseless Wash. Just a fantastic rinseless wash. Now I'm a guy that doesn't always do a rinseless wash. I use it in certain situations. A lot of times my customers' vehicles will be inside their garage, and I'll do that kind of situation there. But this also works insanely well on windows. So fantastic product for cleaning up your windows. I've never been a guy that uses a dedicated window cleaner. I've always found that the easiest way to get a streak-free finish is just water and good microfiber towels. But if you have something a little bit dirtier, this just cuts right through it, still leaves an absolutely perfect finish. Fantastic product. All right, guys, now let's go ahead and go to the sides. We'll start off on this side first. Okay, so this area over here on this side of the truck, this is actually the driver's side of the truck. This is like my backup chemicals or specific chemicals. That's stuff that on the door is what I'm using on every vehicle. This stuff is a little more fine-tuned. So we'll go ahead and show you here. So right off the bat, we've got Detail Co's iron remover. Again, I was doing a prep for a ceramic coating today on that Rolls Royce, so hit it with the iron remover there. And we also have the panel prep spray, which is fantastic. Additionally, we have Co Chemi Gummy Fix. Amazing product for the interior mats and things like that. We have Co Chemi T. This is my solvent removing sticker residue and all that kind of stuff. And then we also have MZR. This is an interior cleaner. As you can see, high pH, 12.5. Great product just to have as a backup. A couple of auto fiber tire saver applicators. That's how I always apply my dressing, my Abyss tire and trim. We also have, this is pretty much empty, but Co Chemi's panel prep spray. Polish, I don't know why that's there, actually should be inside. Then we have more dilutions of my pineapple, and then another hot coat as well. Again, keep some clay there. This is an awesome little kit, Max Shine clay. That's not what's in there right now, but the storage for it is great as well. But the Max Shine clay is fantastic. I've had no issues with that stuff. It's great. They do a white or a purple. Some additional batteries for my Eagle blower. And then of course, I have the Ryobi compact blower. As I keep this typically as a final spot cleaner for cars. If I'm almost done and I get a little drip, I'll go grab that, blow it out real quick, come back with some hot coat, mop it all up, and I'm good to go. Now inside this door, I'll go ahead and show you, is just, I always have a basket of additional towels that I've washed and a coat or a jacket just in case it gets cold. So got that there, and now I have my toolbox on that side. We're gonna go ahead and go over to the other side. I'll show you what I have going on over there. All right, guys, so this section on this side of the vehicle is mostly for my towels. A couple other little things, I have some gloves and stuff here. Usually have some razor blades as well for anything that I may need. But this is where most of my towels will be, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. Right here, I have some of the Auto Fiber Mr. Everything towels. This is in the box. Fantastic towels for Mr. Everything, right? For everything. They work great for all sorts of stuff. These are some washed Mr. Everythings. This is just a cheaper 300 GSM towel. This is the Freebird 500 from Thor. Fantastic towels. I use those kind of interchangeably with these guys as well. And this is the Auto Fiber Korean 550. As you can see, I mean, man, I've been playing with both of them really to see which one I like better. And I love them both so much. They both work incredibly well. So it kind of just comes down to preference on color. But these guys, they have a Korean 470, 550. On this side, they have the Freebird 400, 500, and 600. And that's just a rating of the GSM or the weight of the towel. So again, these things are absolutely fantastic. You can get them at the House of Rags. Use code IMJOSHV for an additional 10% off there. Over here, we have some glass towels that I use. I just carry some general waffle weave. It's a low pile, which I really like. Then we've got the Mr. Twisters, which I absolutely love for glass as well. Again, from the House of Rags, great towels. They actually have a new towel. I think it's new. It's new to me at least. It's called the Diva glass towel, essentially. It's two-sided. It's amazing. I absolutely love that towel. I'm in the process of getting more for myself because they're fantastic. All right, and then we have a couple more drying towels here just for easy grab of use. So this is the House of Rags weapon of mass drying. It's that dual density, so you get the twist loop and plush, but the thing that they did is they made it all one level, so there's no divots through it. So fantastic towel. And then I've got another one, my QUIVR Not a Beach towels there, again with my low twist loop construction. So fantastic stuff. Now this is where I fill my water, guys. This is just simple PVC. I cut a hole in the top of my tank. I ran it in there and I simply undo this plug just like so. Throw the hose in there and it fills my tank. Now I only use spot-free deionized water. Just makes my life easier. It gives the customer the results that they want, and I love it. Now if you are in the San Diego area and you're a fellow detailer and you need water, I actually have a detail supply store in Escondido up by the Auto Park Mall. It's 1338 Industrial Avenue. Go check it out. We have an insane spot-free water system, cashless payments, 24/7 availability. It's phenomenal. We also carry all these brands plus a bunch of others, so check us out there. Moving on though, let's go inside on this side. All right guys, so here is this side here, and what do I have here? So I have a side slab blower as well. This thing's great, guys, by the way. The narrow opening there is what I like because it really pinpoints and does a good job. You know, with a ego blower, you get a ton of air volume. This is really pinpointed and you get more miles per hour, so I really love that thing. But in here, this is where I keep this cargo system as well. This is so cool. It mounts there, buckles into the child safety seat area, keeps everything nice and flush and even. But this is where I keep my polisher and pads and batteries. So this is the Liquid Elements, their battery powered machine. I was using that on the Rolls Royce today to get it all ready. We go into the next spot. So in this drawer, we've got some polishes. I use a lot of Kokemi polishes. I love them. Micro cut, fine cut, heavy cut, and then P602 is like an all-in-one with protection in it. Fantastic products. Up here, have some sandpaper, usually some more interior tools, some more sandpaper, little brushes. Oh, that's not there right now. I'm still restocking stuff here, but and then up top here, my drill is out right now, but this is where I keep my drill brush. And some additional little brushes as well. So there you have it, guys. That is my personal setup. Again, I've been detailing for about 20 years. I've been through a lot of different setups. I've been through, gosh, I don't know how many. I started off with a trailer, switched to a truck, expanded my business, had a truck and 2 vans out on the road. The vans are fantastic. I really like them. I just didn't like, at the time I was using gas generators all the time, and I would get that scent of gas. Now that I'm on the Oupes inverter generator power station deal, it's not really a concern anymore, so keep that in mind as well. And then I switched back to this truck, and I've had a couple different variations of this truck. I had a different camper shell on it before, but I really like the functionality of this, of how this is set up for me. Works amazing. And again, you don't have to go out and spend all your money on a setup. You can get started and keep going and elevate your business as you go. So for me, this thing fits perfectly for my needs. Now, would I want one of those really beautiful vans? Yeah, why not? You know, I really would. They're beautiful. But for my stage of what I've been doing, because I do so many ceramic coating jobs and stuff out of the shop now, this is just mobile for that. I don't need to invest the money there, right? That's not where I'm at in my business. So this thing's perfect. But with that said, guys, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you guys on the next one.